Alright, hello there, my name is Sammy, and welcome back to my stream theory playthrough of Zeno 2, where I'll be playing the game live while also providing analysis and commentary as I go. Alright, so, I have, well, some good news about the game. As you saw from the last part, I was experiencing a weird glitch in this area. Whenever I crossed a certain part of it, it would just crash right to desktop. Simply no way around it, no solution, well, back then. I then did a little bit of looking into it and a little bit of trying to fix it, and I was apparently successful. Apparently some of the files were bad or corrupted. I did a, since this was a Steam game, I did a simple, what was it called, verify integrity of the game cache. Did that check on Steam, and sure enough, some of the files did not check out, and thus those were replaced. And from what I saw, as soon as I fired the game back up and then tried to go back to the area, and the crash didn't happen, or around that area where it was happening last time. So, pretty sure that means I should be all set as far as all these various crashes are concerned. That I think the problem has been solved. So I can actually, both of these are available to me now, including the quest I was trying to do before, the side quest. I tested that out, and the cutscene did actually play correctly. So, hopefully, all that stuff is still working. And I can go straight there. I think I have to go this way, actually. And can do that quest right now. Or I was not able to do it before. So, to recap, the glitches I was experiencing with this, that I was experiencing earlier in the playthrough, were not the game's fault. It was a fault of the installation or my hardware or whatever. See, right now, it should not crash. The files were replaced. Yes, see, the cutscene is playing now.
Gastornis, Father-Mother needs our help.
No, leave! Leave! No, leave!
Father-Mother is not in the jail anymore, and only we can help keep her out.
Father-Mother! Father-Mother, fuck! Wicked, big, fuck! No, no, no!
Matt? Your mother?
Let's get out of here, Rimat.
Lock, bite, lock, bite. You bite.
Alright, I guess we're fighting now. So a big part of the earlier start of the early bits of this story, as you've been seeing, is that is the moon around here anywhere? Yes. Maybe I actually want to use this. Big part of the story has been that after Ghat has returned the Golem, which was what happened at the end of the last game for Zeno 1. The Golem has been providing these revelations to a lot of the characters in this area. And a lot of those revelations have been regarding their true lineage, rather that they are not the actual children of Father-Mother. He revealed to them that Father-Mother had actually kidnapped them, most of the children. So, many of them have been going out to find their real families, their real parents. See, this one should almost be... Moon's over there. Oh, he finished her. So a lot of these earlier quests have been related to that. Have been related to, some of our brothers and sisters under father and mother. They've been going out to find their real parents after the revelation from Golem character that they were not actually father and mother's real children. So I guess these quests have been revolving around that, about finding our so-called our adoptive siblings and either helping them out or having to fight them because they're angry.
I understand
or whatever.
your
So
mother's reaction, but I think you should come back.
so he found his
No.
real mother, and
Do whatever you feel like.
she
No family, no tribe can tell you what to do.
immediately
Can't forget where
fought
you
us.
come from, Mike.
Quiet!
as I guess we were trying to take her real son away from her. I guess, yeah, naturally she would be angry. I knew there would be one of these things here. Let's see, I'm seeing a lot of... Right, I don't have vsync enabled here. Maybe that setting turned off. Seeing a lot of screen tear, and that usually means that the vsync is off. Let me see. If I'm able to get out of this and fix this in the settings like I had. So pardon me for a second while I fix this. Fix the screen tearing from happening if I can. It's gonna take a little bit of time though. Alright. Yeah, it's taking a little bit of time to load up, but it should load up if it can. Let's see. I think actually what happened was the program for some reason. Alright, so I don't know why it reset. It should not have reset. Usually it's supposed to carry over when you update your drivers. These things are supposed to carry over. I wonder if I might even have to restart the game. I don't think the setting in the driver will carry over properly. See if there are other... Yeah, it seems like all my settings in the driver were not carried over. I don't know. Occasionally, when you do these, when you do these driver updates, a lot of your driver settings, for some reason, they just decide not to carry over, even though they usually should. It's not really a big deal though, because no, okay, so some game settings did actually carry over. Just for some reason that one didn't. For Xenoclash 2 specifically. Did it? I think I lost it yet again. Alright, pardon. Here it is, okay. Alright, it's still there. I don't know if it'll... I'm not sure if it's going to carry over, though. Let me see if the... yeah, the screen tearing... I can still see it happening. I think I have to restart the game in order to get that done, so... I don't think I'll have to restart the stream necessarily. Let me just make sure I get to a save point. I'll keep this guy. I'm pretty sure he's a little bit better. Seems like the... Yeah, it seems like these quests related to catching up with your adoptive brothers and sisters. They are mostly... For story reasons, as far as story reasons, they are, trying to gather your brothers and sisters for allies against the Golem, who Ghat and Rimat have decided is now their enemy, even though I think they just really don't understand him. In any case, as far as the game goes, doing those quests allow you to gain them as an ally. But there are actually many opportunities already to gain an ally. Aha, so this is the... Yeah, this is the cutscene that I was trying to play in this area, but for some reason there was a... for some reason, due to the corrupted files, ended up crashing. Oh, the moon. Alright, because this is a fair fight. Alright, I have to find... Oh my goodness. I think I can use that. Yeah, I can use that to activate. Why? There's so many. Yeah, I have no qualms about using this because... because of the huge odds I have to face. I also have the grenades too, so keep that in mind. Grenades? Oh, the grenades don't really do much when they just all run away. Alright, I did have this new weapon too. So I should be able to help even out. So, like, fighting two guys, essentially the same thing as fighting one. And also... Let's see, what is this? Alright, that's just another... Alright. Yeah, these weapons do seem to be focused around evening out the odds a bit. There we go. It seems it also another theme of the game in terms of combat now. Not necessarily just learning the combat, but also exploiting the technology that we're finding from the Golem's civilization or his people. This technology to kind of give us a huge advantage over our own people, our less technologically advanced society. So I don't know. I'm not sure how fair that is, but does, as far as carrying over to the game itself, and the situations that we're seeing in the combat, the interactivity, where we are getting. We're getting a lot more in terms of, or a lot more as an advantage. We're getting much greater advantage, and we're able to take out all these guys by all these enemies at once because we are exploiting this technology. So I want to hit a save point before I go further. I think it did save there. I think I'd rather go through a more concrete level load before I go straight into the or try to fix the reset the vsync I have here. There is more stuff to explore here. Alright, so without the vsync, it's actually running at a much higher speed than I had it set to. I had it set to a max of 30 in the drivers. Then yesterday also I also updated my drivers, which apparently reset all those settings. No, it's not it's not supposed to do that. Sometimes it does that anyway. I don't know why. Aha, I knew there would be something like this here. Nice. I have quite a bit actually. Got to actually allocate those points. Okay, go with that for now. I'm not really, I still haven't figured out exactly what that yellow bar is all about. All I know is that sometimes it gets used up and I have to refill it by collecting those items. I'll figure it out eventually. Just look it up. But it hasn't, the thing is, like, that bar hasn't really been relevant. Hasn't really prevented me from doing something, right? So, like, is that even there necessarily? What does it do? I'm not entirely sure. It'll probably make sense once I figure it out. So, this is a level change, and so there'll be a save associated with this.
Last time they threw rocks at me. I didn't provoke them.
What? You didn't tell me anything about desert people. Cack, are you keeping any other surprises?
Right, so I'll quickly try and restart the game so I can get the vsync in line. So we have some smooth performance and we don't get any I'm not sure if the screen tearing is actually showing up on the stream. In case it is, I will make sure that is working. So to make sure to let the stream catch up and see if it is in fact still streaming the game. I don't normally do this, right? You shut off the game and then continuing up. Okay, yeah, it did. OBS did detect it properly. So it seems like that is one thing I can do. I can, in fact, shut down the game and start it up again, and OBS can continue to stream it. Really nice looking area. So yeah, I can definitely see that we are in the that this game is running at 30. It's a lot less smooth than I had it before, but because I think if I don't have the vsync on, it runs like 50-ish. Doesn't quite run at 60. But the whole point of the vsync for this playthrough is just that I'm gonna make sure my computer has enough resources to stream and play the game at the same time. I want to make sure it doesn't just cut out. So I'm giving it a lot of breathing room, so to speak. So that's why I'm purposely making the game run at 30 frames per second, even though I know it can go higher. Plus, another advantage of evening out the frame rate, making it 30, locking at 30, is that no screen tearing and also a lot less stuttering, which is something we can experience if you if this frame rate fluctuates a lot from a higher frame rate to a lower frame rate. Definitely can experience some stuttering there. But actually the main purpose is just to make sure I have enough resources to stream and play the game at the same time. Anyway, that's just a lot of technical stuff that's not really that important to playing in the game itself, but I just talk about it because it does impact my own experience of playing the game, and that impact can color my commentary. It can make me feel a different way about a game. Like, it's probably not going to have a huge impact, but, just putting that out there that it could. Right, so Now that we got that out of the way, explained what happened with the game, fixing the glitches, repairing those files, which, by the way, I'm not really sure why that happened. I think the only thing I can really think of is that I installed the game a long time ago. I picked it up during some sort of some Steam sale at some point, and then I just never played it. It just sat there on my computer, installed, fully installed. But never played. So I think, you know, just by the fact that it sat there on the hard drive, maybe the files degraded over time, staying in the same exact spot, which is strange. Maybe like an update to the game. There was a download error or something, or the file was corrupted during the download. There can be a whole number of reasons. Bottom line is that the files were off, and let's see, there's something up there. Yeah, there's something up there. Files were off, and simply running the verifying the integrity of the cache just fixed the problem. And also important to note that it was not the game's fault. I want to make sure I reiterate that. The game was not at fault for the glitches, the crashing. So I can't blame the game for being unstable. Fight here. There we go. So keep forgetting to go back into that tutorial and learn some more moves. Can't just keep sticking to the basics all the time. And I suppose I can. Been doing well enough by just knowing the basics of the combat. But just for my own enjoyment of the game, I think I would like to learn a little bit more. The more advanced stuff, master that. See if it changes anything. See if I can experience combat a little bit better, or if it helps anything. Okay, yeah, this environment is pretty big. Okay, I guess we're gonna have a big battle. Where'd the sun go? Yep, that really knocked him out. Okay. Okay, I believe that signifies the end of the battle there. Alright, why I was here is I was actually looking for a thing I saw before, which I don't know if it was up here or if it was near the entrance back here. Yeah, it loops around, and then I see this. Yeah, this shell. I was looking for this. Okay, so it was just grenades. Not too important. Weapons are probably usually the best pickups you can find in here. There's another shell over there. There's some stuff over there too. Okay, health. Take it. Have to keep in mind that I can't actually jump There's no jump in this game. So if you go down a level, you have to find a way back up via like a ramp or something. Interesting part of the experience here. Okay, just making sure everything's going smoothly here. Having a lot of, you know, considering the technical stuff, the technical problems I've been having, which again, not the game's fault. I'm just a little bit paranoid about the quality that I'm carrying over on the stream, making sure everything is just fine, working properly and everything. But after today, I think the quality will essentially stabilize, and I should be okay from here on out. Alright, so making my way through this area, just trying to explore a bit. Find any hidden stuff, like these shells, for instance. Help me out with health, for sure. Now I can also actually, you know, start commenting on the game yet again. Oh, totally forgot. You know, I'm paying attention so closely to my immediate environment. Like, I end up not seeing the elephant in the room, almost quite literally. Can't just say that that's an elephant, but I could not see the elephant in the room. So this huge creature's in this pretty impressive looking area. I think this is meant to look a little bit like the environments we saw in the first Xenoclash. There was like a desert area, I think, with some of these creatures too. I'm not sure. You know, I really ought to replay that game and see, so I, you know, can better compare what that game was versus what this game is. Can I target this thing? Is that one of the things I can target? Or not? Oh, I see. So this is a thing. Target that. Target that. They're connected, and now I can break them both. So I'm not sure what I did there. Okay, so east of the desert. Search for Deadra and Henae east of the desert. So it looks like markers are kind of interfering with right here. That's east of the desert. Or here's also east of the desert, I suppose. But I think what I'm looking for is this. And then travel to the North Golem's house. It's the main quest. Alright, so oh wow, the nighttime environments look pretty cool too. Gotta say, the artistic aesthetics of the game, very, very strong. For sure. Beautiful color palette, and the construction of the world is quite striking. And also what's impressive is a lot of these environments, these various environments, do look very different from each other. It's like they're using the aesthetic style of the game and creating, even with that same style, different environments, various environments that look different from each other but still fall under that style. So we're seeing the extent of the... Okay, I don't think those are hostile. We're seeing all the various ways that the game can draw these environments. Oh, I see, that's just another way through here. I see. Draw these environments using the same style. It's a very what's the word? It's very I don't mean, it is diverse, but that's not quite the word I'm looking for. It's varied, I think. Varied is one way of saying it. It is multi-purpose, varied. Again, I'm not quite getting the word I'm looking for. So it's hard to be particularly wordy or loquacious when you're playing a game live, so some of these words will fall, or some of these words will escape me. Sure you want to attack me? Because I got this big weapon. Okay. When I think of the word, I will maybe I'll work my way back to what I was trying to say here. So I think where I want to go, that heads east, right? And that's where the side quest is. So maybe I want to do that first. Oh, that's the warp point too. Maybe I want to activate that. Warp points are pretty important in this game, especially since you have to walk everywhere, and you don't particularly walk very fast. And yeah, there is like a run. Let me use this. Any others? And grab that. Sure, I'll take a gun. Okay. Oh, I know the word that I was looking for the whole time. It is the engine itself. It is very versatile. The art style and the engine is a very versatile one, where it can construct all of these different environments using the same style. Make them all look beautiful and in their own unique ways. Yes, versatile is exactly the word I was looking for. Okay, so that finishes up my commentary on that. Just that one word. I think y'all probably knew what I was talking about, but versatile, to be clear. Let's go to this other area. Tiamt territory? Tiamt? This is where Deidre apparently is. Let's see. Search for Deadra and Henae east of the desert. So, here. There's also another area here that I haven't visited. It was in the Corderwood Woods. Maybe I should go back. You know, there were actually there are a lot of things that I noticed. I don't want to use all these bullets, but I have to. There are a lot of. I remember there were a lot of hidden things, you know, obstacles I could probably open now if I go back to some of these earlier areas. I may want to do that at some point if I can. I'm not sure. Because some of those, if there are level up totems there, that'll be totally worth it. Level up totems are pretty awesome finds. But in general, I'd say the secrets and the collectibles hidden around the environments are like, they're kind of a gamble, right? If you're in need of a weapon or something, and some of those shells might have weapons in them, then that's pretty good. You get exactly what you want. But if you don't need a weapon right about now, and then the shells aren't really that helpful. Plus, they can be. Like, this might be a battle. The shells are unpredictable. Sometimes they could have health when you're full up on health. Sometimes they'll whatever that yellow bar is. Sometimes they'll have useful weapons, but really the thing that I want to find are those level up points. Okay. There are these areas here. Aha. Well, these moths are hidden in very, very well sometimes. Okay, so don't just outright attack because. Okay. Let's talk.
You got
Guys, we
here,
can just talk.
but it took you some time.
You were waiting for us?
There's no time to waste.
What?
Okay.
The Tiamte, they are smarter than they look.
It's a trap.
I'll go on ahead. I wouldn't recommend using the ropes unless you have some experience.
Okay, don't know what that means. Oh, the ropes that he was right. So I have to do it the hard way. But I think that's just because the interactivity of the game does not include ziplining. So I kind of have to do it the old-fashioned way, just walking across the bridges. I think that's just like the justification for me not being able to use the zip lines is tenuous at best, because why can't I just like grab a zip line and go across? Well, the real reason is that it's a limitation of the game and the extent of the interactivity that you have in the game doesn't really allow for zip lining. Alright, so sure. The battle here. Counterattack is pretty powerful if you can manage it. Nope. Like usually can really get by in the combat if you just do the simple side steps and then do the follow-up counter punches. To make sure that in itself it ensures that you get prevents you from taking damage while also dealing the appropriate damage back. So far, the big combo systems are just like icing on the cake there. Just help you battle more effectively. But honestly, I really should start bringing that into the game just to see how effective the combos can be. Maybe it actually makes the game too easy. Maybe the combos really break the game to the point where I'm destroying everybody. They're unable to hit me.
The more important they are.
How do you know about them?
I've spent a lot of time in the desert trying to learn about them, but I've never been this close to see how they live. Be careful.
Okay, he's ziplining further in the environment, and I have to go the long way around. All the way through there, sure. But yeah, again we're seeing another example, like the previous environment that we were in, slightly large, you know, when we take the desert area, to be specific, the desert area, it's wide open but not necessarily too big. It takes a little while to explore it and, you know, find the edges. Ultimately, okay, I'm out. Should have been keeping track. Okay. It seems like for this game and the extent of its engine, the wider open the environments are, the smaller they are. Rather, it seems to be like a limit to the actual, say, surface area Sun. Is there sun around here? Oh wait, I still have the grenades. Actually wants to equip this one. Pretty good for these. For these crowds, I mean. You can hit them multiple enemies at a time. The chain. Alright. Pretty good. You know, I don't know, that it seems like all of this is going to be an environment to go through. You can see that the larger environments, the ones where, you know, we're going through a lot of territory, a lot of walking through, seemingly are the most linear at the same time. You can see, like, essentially I'm starting to see the limits of the design of the environments in the game. This environment itself is pretty big, but you can see that this is just a single path, a single way through the environment with no branching paths. I'm going to go through there, down there. You can see exactly where I'm going to go. While the environment itself looks really nice, it looks very impressive. The looks are essentially hiding the fact that it is just straightforward, just a single corridor through it. While the more wide open spaces are actually fairly small. There isn't a huge. I mean, I guess looking back at the map, the desert has been okay. The Rathbird Fields are probably the biggest wide open environment that we've seen so far. And the desert is deceptively big. Again, that's also pretty small, even if it's wide open. So far it's been the environments in the game has been following that pattern. The wider environments are seemingly fairly small, while the larger environments are a lot more linear than you'd expect.
Have you seen how they all dress the same? Their clothes exactly the same. Yet with such skill. Exact, perfect copies. I discovered they didn't actually make these clothes. They just found them. It's like an entire city disappeared, and they left only their clothes.
I don't care how they dress.
Interesting.
Can you tell us anything that will help us?
How they dress might be the key to how they think. Jumped in without clothes. They don't organize like these do. See you ahead.
I wonder if that's going to tie in somehow to our main conflict, dealing with the Golem people. Probably related in some way. There were a lot of interesting concepts. You know, I was going back through the archives, you know, doing the descriptions for some of the archive videos, paying attention to more of what the Golem was saying. And what he was saying was essentially like, during that time when Ghat and Rimat were freeing Father Mother from the prison, what was happening there was he was explaining how the prison wasn't actually his doing. He didn't own the prison, he didn't make the prison. He simply explained the concept of the prison to Ghat's people. And then, once they knew about the concept of the prison, they built it, and then they started using it. And they put Father Mother in the prison. And as well, along with other criminals. So, like, just the introduction of this concept completely changed the society. But previously they were just mostly focused on brawling. Justice was served through individual fights. Kinda, I guess I just missed. Yeah, that's an interesting interesting theme about this game, I suppose, is a less advanced civilization suddenly gaining concepts and technology from a more advanced, or from someone more advanced, and how that's impacting the society. I think seems like that's one thing this game is exploring, is that the impact. Oh man, look at all these. Okay, so grenade, maybe a grenade. Alright, I do have this weapon as well. So I can Okay, let's link. I actually have to let this recharge. Are they... Okay, so I don't think these guys are attacking. They're leaving me alone. Yeah, I don't know. There's no advantage to attacking these guys if they're not attacking to you. Again, the game isn't really based on an experience system where attacking creatures gives you experience and that's how you level up your stuff. The experience point system seems like it's totally based around exploring the environment and finding those level up totems. I mean, I have to be careful. My health is getting pretty low, it seems. Alright, so gotta go through there. Apparently there's also this cave here too. Maybe I'll talk to the guy first. Where was he? Yeah, he's down there. And then I'll head back here and see what's up.
Good. It's like the other ones I've seen. The Tiamte don't eat people. They just capture them. I think Henae and Deadra are alive.
That's good.
Adrance, how did you end up here with Deadra and Henae? This is way off the path to the Golem's land.
Well, going to the north is not as easy as...
Okay, so not sure what happened there. Don't know why I couldn't call my ally. Son? Let's see if I can... It's this way, so I actually have to position myself around them. Not really a good place. Let me try. Yeah, see, this weapon is really powerful, but it's also very limited at the same time. Oh, I think I got hit by my own grenade. That wasn't wise. Oh boy, okay, I am pretty low on health. Let's see. Is there any health around here? Nope. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Technology helps me out a bit here. Is there anyone else? Yeah, it does sound like there are more coming. Ah, here's some health. I guess... Oh, there they are. Still pretty low on health, so I gotta be careful here. Alright, any more? Yeah, I don't know. I may need to take down these guys, or I'm not sure. Okay, I think that's the last of them. Music is still playing. There must be some other enemies out there somewhere.
Why are you wearing one of their masks? Why did you bring Deadra and Henae here?
It's not what it looks like. When I wear the mask, sometimes they don't attack me. Yes, I came here on purpose. But I didn't mean for them to be captured. It is important to understand the Tiante. There are more and more of them, and their territory is expanding.
You brought them just because you wanted to investigate.
How am I any different? You wanted them to go to the end of the world.
But you lied to get them here. You're dead.
No, Jeff.
About to fight him now? Okay, I guess. Well. Nope, no sun or moon around anywhere, so... Fight a straight up fight here. And she's kicking butt too. Well, that's the end of that. Again, I'm not entirely sure if what happens when I beat somebody, if they end up dying, or if they just get knocked out. I just defeated them. Not sure what happens in this particular game. I mean, it doesn't seems like he would just still be alive if I just punched him. I can continue going down that way. I know that. There is also that area over there. Maybe I want to check that out first. So I'll give that a shot. Okay, yeah, that was just nothing. That was just a cave. Again, linear, I suppose. While I'm bringing that back up, there's nothing inherently wrong about a game being linear. About the game's, or rather the environmental design, the paths that you take being linear. It's just that that's the style that the game has chosen, linear design and the environments. And okay, looks like that's the end of the line here.
Henae,
Just gotta keep
Rimat,
that in mind.
I didn't think I'd see any of you again. How did you find me?
We came here with Adrens, but beat him up and left him behind. He led you through the wrong path just because he's obsessed with the Tiamta.
We figured that out. A bit too late.
Where's Deadra?
They took her to a lower area. I don't understand their language. It's all barking to me. But they showed us maps and wanted us to speak or something. They were more interested in her and took her away.
Is there a key for this cage?
I recognize the lock. It's the same Adrens had at the coast. Let's see if the key he gave us works.
Ah, how
Seems
convenient.
Adrens is closer to the Tiamta than we thought.
Nice. So this, oh, I can add her as an ally now too. Do not have enough leadership skill though.
You've been in this cage for a while. I don't want to make you fight right now. Don't worry, we have this covered.
Okay. So the other guy was my ally, but then when I came here, for story reasons, he couldn't be my ally anymore. I only have 1 skill point, and the next leadership is actually 2. For now, just fill in the health. That's fine. Don't necessarily need more. Okay, there we go. Continue on. Okay, straightforward battle here. Okay. So as far as the linear environments, it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's not inherently bad. Again, I think I mentioned this before. I just simply prefer it if the environments give you more options to explore them, if they were a little bit wider. But I think there's also something to be said that wider environments with more pathways are harder to develop and make sure that there's enough interactivity in those wider, larger environments, and that the different pathways offer meaningful choices as far as your decisions to explore differently. So yeah, they end up being more complicated. Not only but to they're more complicated as a construct. So it makes sense that they're also more complicated to make, I think, than a straightforward environment. As far as a linear environment, it's a lot more directed and controlled experience. As far as the game is concerned, it can make sure that there's a consistent like theme and theme throughout the path, and that there is a consistent amount of things to do on the path, I suppose. Whereas branching paths and options complicate that to the point where maybe it can end up being inconsistent depending on the choices of the player. But done well, I think I prefer nonlinear pathways or wider environments. Always prefer them over straightforward environments like the ones we've been experiencing here. Alright, so pretty down on health, so okay, looks like looks like a big battle, so oof. Oh man, and no, fortunately, I can get them fighting each other. That's pretty cool. Whoa, okay. Right, so he can take damage. Does seem pretty tough, though. See, I wonder if there's health in here. I really hope that there is. Yes. Okay. Health here, too. A lot of the combat, the combos are definitely optional, and mostly about timing, making sure dodge the enemy's attacks and then counterattack back. Like even this big guy, I can dodge his attacks pretty well. And sometimes I can't though. See, can I get fancy? Actually, I don't think I can get fancy because of this overhang. I think that if I had to speculate, I'd guess that this overhang here is specifically meant to prevent me from prevent me from using like this weapon here.
Yeah.
Deadra, are you okay?
Try and like
Just hungry.
finagle a way
Did you
to
find Henae?
target the moon and then use that
Henae is
super
okay.
powerful attack.
And Adrance got what he deserved. I shouldn't have let you go on your own.
Hey, you're not the only one allowed to try and do something. Henae and I, we got at least a dozen Tiamti before we were captured.
If you're fighting, come with us. We should fight together.
Alright, so I can probably add her as an ally now. Yeah, she is a lower leadership requirement, so definitely.
Yes, let's fight together. Ghat, Henae and I, we are exhausted. Maybe we should spend a night here before returning?
I'll be with Henae, and I'll keep watch in case the Tiamte return. See you in the morning.
One thing I haven't mentioned is that I think Deidra, from what I read and from what I remember, Deidra is actually the sister protagonist from the first game. It was Ghat who was the main protagonist,
Adrance made us
the player
waste a lot of
character.
time. We need to go back through the desert to the North Golem's house.
Ghat was the main player character, while the companion character was Deidra, and Rimat was actually one of adoptive sisters that ended up fighting throughout the course of the story. She was one of the you could say boss battles, I suppose. And now she is the companion sister as our ally in combat, and Deidra is one that we find later on. Yeah, all of this environment all of this is rendered. It's like you can see that the you can see down there an NPC AI just walking nonchalantly through there. So impressive construction, but once you see that it's linear, it's a little bit less impressive. Okay, so this goes back to the Wrathbird fields. Okay, good to know. Doesn't quite go back to the desert. Okay, so it's right here. This looks like a one-way trip. Like if I go down, I can't go back. Interesting that they put this here, considering apparently can't come back up here. Yeah, that's interesting that they have this way back. I guess if you decide at the last minute that you want to head back for whatever reason, you can head back. But as soon as you step off here, yeah, can't go back. Okay, I already explored this area. I did, however, okay, sure, eyes. I spotted this this moth here, but I guess for now, let's battle, let's brawl. Man, that weapon is just too good. Oh, okay, there was a bomb there, apparently. Kicking butt here. Is that it? Or is there's more? I guess there's more. There's one more there. But make sure there's get some health here. Guess pick up this thing too. Looks like there's one more guy. Yeah, right here. Kind of just got stuck or something. Wow. Maybe I don't want to fight him head on. I have my strength pretty high, but still. Maybe I just want to use this thing. They are kicking butt, though. All three of us. My health is pretty low now, though. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that was the last enemy I had to fight, so now they're disappearing. Okay. Still concerned about health. Haven't really been able to recover that. The desert's over this way, right? Yep. Back this way. Alright, so I did start later today, so unfortunately this episode will be a little bit shorter. I think I might have to cut it off right here. Normally I would like to go a little bit longer, closer to 2 hours, if not all the way to 2 hours, but can't always do that. Sometimes my schedule forces me to start later, and I'm too busy. And like right up until streaming, I just finish what I was doing before, errands and whatnot, and then start up the stream. So I couldn't quite start up as the normal time. So it's gonna cut. Unfortunately, that cuts into normal streaming time. And I can't move back the end time. I guess I have a little bit more to go, but really, if I'm going to start like a big quest or something, then go through the entire environment here. I might as well stop at a more appropriate stopping point, a good transition point. Instead of cutting it off in the middle of a big quest or something like that. So I think right here is a good time as we are approaching the end for today, the end time. So with that, I'll say thank you very much for watching. If you want to catch up to the stream, you can watch archives of the streams of this Stream Theory playthrough over on my YouTube channel, which is over at youtube.com/YamsterSam. You can also follow me on Twitter at YamsterSam. And of course, you can, if you're If you're not watching me on Twitch live, you can do that by going to twitch.tv/YamsterSam. Alright, so with that, I'm going to continue next time. I'm getting really into the game, a lot better than, or a lot more into the game than I was in the beginning, when I was kind of apprehensive, not really knowing what it is. Now that I've gotten into the flow of the game, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm no longer dreading what is to come. Especially since I solved the problem with the glitches. And that, I'm just really grateful that that problem was solvable altogether. So, with that said, I guess I'll sign off right now and say I will see you next time. Later.